very sure that this network today is going to give us a lot of stress, but hopefully it will go and come. As in the UK, I don't understand where this one is coming from. Actually, I'm not in the studio, so I'm broadcasting from another end. So there may be back and forth with the network this morning. Yes, the show is Wake Up Nigeria, and this is where we take a look at the review at the Nigerian newspaper, and we discuss some topical issues. As we all know, there's hunger in our land, and perhaps the issue that the most important thing for every Nigerian is how do we remove hunger from the land. And then because the result of hunger is insecurity, unhappiness, distress, you know, and a lot of things is going to lead to bad health as well. Eventually, they will be sick. And so that these are issues that need to be addressed. We're talking of the health of a nation, the life of a nation, the happiness of a nation. Well, we all Nigerians, we know how to do it best. I'm happy there's always a way out. Currently, I know people are resort to the social media. Now that we don't have NTA to take care of us, we don't have the television doing things, we do it ourselves. There are a lot of new television up. The mobile phones are now our television, and I always say use it well. How well are you using your mobile phone? Mobile phone can feed you. It can do anything for you. It can do a lot. Social media content today is making money on television. For some reason, I don't know why my network keeps shaking. Like I said, I can see it myself, and I hope you guys will bear with us. As usual, I have Mary on the platform, so let me quickly add Mary to the show. Mary, good morning.
Good morning. I don't know what's wrong with my camera.
Mary, you've been trying to set up your phone, your this thing, and you still don't have network.
Yeah, it has been like
you are blurry. You need to stop that thing and bring it back. All right. Sometimes this Mary that I taught her to. Oh my God! Listen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit of crappy start this morning, and I pray we don't have a crappy show. So let's just raise the spirit and do what we do best. Like I said, the major challenge we have in the country today is how to feed ourselves. I'm sure it's not rocket science that when people are hungry, we go and we look for food to eat. Nigeria is blessed with the abundance of human resources. And if we don't need to ask anybody for the land, every family in Nigeria have a land. And if we decide to plant something, I'm sure there will be abundant food in the country. So that will be the layman approach to it. But then the government know what to do. In fact, what I see in this problem is there should be a personal approach solution to it. There should be local government solution to it. There should be NGOs approaching it. There should be state government and above all, the father of the nation, the federal government, who is collecting all the oil money, should do more to save us from hunger. I know sometimes people like Tinubu want to give an excuse because I'm here saying that yesterday my show was, are we a rich nation that we don't have enough money? But the question is still, what are you doing with the little ones we have? I keep telling Nigerians we don't have enough money, that we need to go out and work. They're asking me, what happens to the little ones we have? So what is the excuse really? What will I be telling them? That the little ones you have, you're buying private jet with it? In fact, how do you justify a country like ours where some people have it all, some have nothing? I don't understand. So perhaps I'm going to let Mary speak a lot today. Hopefully our network will be good enough. Mary, I think you are back. Oh, now she disappeared. You know, there's a way they do it out there. When you're in Nigeria, I'm having a serious network issue today because I'm not around. I'm not somewhere where network, and as usual, you can expect that this kind of thing will happen. But Nigeria, you are in area 11 in Abuja. That is the first class place, and you still don't have network or you have electricity problem. May God help us. Anyway, like I said, today, let us look at what all of us should be doing to get out of hunger. And there's not going to be excuse. We all must participate in this. And like I said before, if we want to change, we're not going to leave it for the young people alone. Every single Nigerian will come out and demand a change, a positive change. It's not done. If you ask me, I am of the opinion that we all should go and make more money. The individual workers should put in the hours. They should earn more money, and then the country will be more productive. That's the only solution. It's a simple thing. You be ready to work harder, because we work hard in the UK. I mean, some people go to work in the UK. If you go, that when they say start, everybody's working. When there's break, you drop, you go home. When you see that's it, when you stop, then when it is time to work, you work, you put in the 8 hours. My guy, if you do that, then the company will be more productive and the company can pay you more. I wonder where you say the government should pay you more money if you are not putting in the hours. Many of you looking at me today, you go to work today. Of course, you are working with the federal government. Maybe you're working in the ministry, and you know you're not working. So where's the money coming from? These are things we all need to ask ourselves. And I'm gonna say something that people may not like. Don't you think your situation is a result of your decisions? Nigerians, I'm gonna ask you, it's an individual thing. And you can challenge me, you can shout at me, you can say any bad thing you want to say. But perhaps I blame myself mostly for the problems I'm going through, because I make some decisions that are backfiring on me. And I want to ask you, but when you had the opportunity, what did you do with it? Oh, let me put it this way. If I were to be in Nigeria, I would not be working in the ministry, because I can see the part of the ministry as part of poverty. I will not be a Nigerian teacher today, because even when I'm a trained teacher, I will not do it, because I know that they're going to maltreat me. So I'm going to do something. If I choose to teach and the hours I'm putting in is too much, I'm going to tell them I'm not going to do that job. Instead, I would prefer to fry akara or indomie on the street of Lagos. And trust me, somebody that is selling indomie on the street of Lagos might go 1,000 naira, even 20,000 naira a day. How many food do you need to serve people to make that money? How much will it cost you? A plate of food today now, I know it's almost 1,000 naira. Let's put it 500. Meaning if you can sell for 40 persons, which in Lagos, people will eat more than about 60 people will eat your food. If you are persistent, if you stay there, if you take your time to make the food tasty, people will eat your food. Imagine if you do that, meaning on a daily basis, you'll be earning about 15 to 20,000 naira. Multiply that by 30. You know, my girl was telling me the story of a young boy that graduated and chose to open POS in his village. Oh, he didn't even open it in Lagos, in his village. Today, he has about 20 something POS, and all of them make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 naira a day. Profit. Multiply that by the number of POS that is running for him. So on a daily basis, he's almost making almost about 40 something thousand, 50,000 naira. Multiply that by 30. That is 1.5 million. And here you are, even I'm talking to you lecturers, here you are wanting to go on strike. Job you decide to do when you start to abuse women. Anyway, we'll come to that another day. Today is not my time with you guys at ASU. I'm sure we're going to have a day to fight. I know you guys hate me now. I'm your number one enemy, ASU, for some reason. Labor today, I am your enemy, because you guys have a chance to do something great and you didn't do it. Now, that is on the part of the individuals. And I'm saying that most of you don't put in the hours you're supposed to put in as Nigerians. And manna will, even when Jesus Christ was on earth, it was only once. And like I said, you guys have to learn to bear with me today. I don't know what is wrong. If I had my way, I would have stopped this show and do another day, because the network is really, really bad. Let me see if Mary can save the day. Okay, Mary, you look better now. Hopefully we can stick to your network when mine is not looking great. So Mary, welcome. How are you? Morning. So you seem to be calm. Everybody, don't be depressed like me. Let me put your face on. Oh my God. Mary, I hope you can hear me. Yes. So I will always say this, Mary, don't be depressed like me. Just tell us what is going on. I know you have a lot of boyfriends, a lot of what is going on in Abuja, in Nigeria in general. What is in the news today?
People should not judge me based on the way that this is portraying me on this show. I have a lot of boyfriends. Okay, this morning I'll say even the rain beats me this morning while coming to work. It's still raining though, so we'll call it August rain. It's been unstoppable for like how many days now. Then there is a shortage of power supply in some areas in Abuja, not every area, although they say they are working on it. So we are being hopeful that it will be resolved as soon as possible. And also, the president is back from France. He's back, so that's another good news. I know that the Queens would not like to hear something like this. They will tell you what's so special about it. But at the end of the day, he's back with our private jets, the Nigerian private jets. So let's see how it goes henceforth. These are just a few updates I can actually say coming from Abuja this morning.
Mary, I know I'm going to leave this job for you, the women, and I'm still going to keep the screen on you because my network is for sometimes very shameful today. So I'm going to ask this question. I saw the first lady landed in Delta State with some, how do you call, humanitarian mission. And they're going to try and buy some clothes or some wrapper for widows. And I don't know what is the mission of this current first lady. What are you people satisfied that this is the role given to the office of the woman, of the wife of the president in Nigeria? Is that in this time now? Can the first lady be thinking how to feed us? It's mother role not to feed the nation.
Lady has already
it's mother role to give clothes.
Nigerians to practice farming, right? That she even showed us the system where we can actually get a bucket, pour sand in it, and start growing crops. That she knows that it's not everybody that can have land to say they want to farm, but you can actually have something, a small plantation in your house. That we should start practicing how to farm on our own. Even though a lot of people have kicked against it, but that's the only way she can actually contribute. That's what she feels is the best. And it's not like
why she's using private jet, the money that should have been to do.
No, it's not like it's a new thing. I believe when the president wanted to emerge as the president during his manifesto and all of that, he talked about how we're going to be eating our local food, right? Where the agbado stuff came up from. Wasn't that what the president said? That we're going to farm cassava, farm this one, farm that one. He talked about it. And they are trying to show you that this thing they said, they meant it, right? That is why most times, even the last time the first lady granted interview on Arise TV, she still talked about it, farming. So that is what she believes in. And if she's actually going to Delta State for humanitarian, I think that is where she can come in to help out, right? So even Patient Jonathan did same thing. It's one of the things I've seen first ladies do, trying to help the widows in the way they can. So that's it. And I can hear you.
Yeah, ignore my network because for some reason I don't know why.
But it's actually clear when you put yourself on the screen. So I don't know how you say.
Yeah, but I'm not in the clear here. It's very unfortunate. Anyway, well, I will just stay in the darkness for this one. But what I'm asking now, Mary, is that the whole so-called manifestos that came out to tell us that they're gonna feed us. That president was saying that you plant this, you do this, you feed the soldiers. I was wondering whether that was just a campaign gimmick, because now it's hungry is killing every one of us. We cannot see about, how do you call it? Maybe the network on my own side is very shameful today. I don't know why.
I didn't hear what you said. Talking about hunger. I would say hunger is the order of the day in Nigeria, hardship and every other thing. And you can even see, I don't know if you actually have that video where people were talking about how hungry they are, how they really want the government to come help them. You understand? And even how their businesses is really not functioning. Because one thing I know is, isn't it when people have money to patronize you in your business? Even if you say, okay, I want to venture into business, consider the fact that if the masses are poor, the masses don't have money.
I cannot understand why.
You will still not be able to be patronized. So it will still affect you as a business owner as well. So that's another thing we need to understand as well. So maybe with time on the show, we can actually go through the videos and see the pain in the face of the people, how they really want the government to come in. Because if you
Mary,
say people are lazy, on the other hand, we still need to understand that a lot of people can't still go to the farm because of
the
the
insecurity.
insecurity, the herders, and all of that that is obstructing the farmer. Although there was a video I came across on the net where one of the Fulani person was saying that we are complaining that they bring cows to our farm, to our villages, but do we know that they pay our village heads?
Let me
They pay
remove myself from the network.
okay, that do we know that they pay our village heads, they pay our village kings to be in our villages, to bring in their cow. So on the other hand, I was like, even if you pay the village king, we shouldn't know that they collect money from you people to bring in your cow. Is that enough reason for the cows to go into people's farm and eat all their crops? Do you know how these people destroy people's farm? They bring them into the bush. Sometimes they won't even tell them or direct them because this fowl act according to direction. They won't even direct them not to go towards this particular place. They go into people's farm, eat their crops, destroy their farmland. And you are coming to say that most time before you bring cow into our villages, you pay our village shares, you pay our village king. That's the height of it all. A lot of things is really happening in this country that needs proper attention, that needs to be put in place. Because if we continue like this, then I really don't know where this country is going to be like in the next 5 years to come. Okay, Daddy, please, I think your mic is muted. Check if your mic is muted. I don't know. I think your mic is muted.
It's not. Oh,
Okay, so maybe it's your network, right?
I can speak. Maybe I don't have a network
Okay,
today,
so
so
okay, your voice is really not coming out. If you don't add yourself to the stream, your voice is not coming out.
okay. Okay. I know what to do. Don't worry. All right. So like this, you can hear me. Okay. So my question will be, maybe yes, this is good. My question will be, is the problem the herdsmen? The herdsmen are only looking for where to feed their cow, and the farmers plant their own crops. Is it would it be so bad if the government now give alternative supplying the nation? Why are we treating some as enemy? Is it not the government that is supposed to solve this problem for us? The money they use to buy yachts and all this rubbish, can they use it to provide ranches for these headers?
But
Or the headers?
you know what I said that one of the Fulani person was actually complaining that they give money to the villagers before they come into any community. They pay them a particular ransom, right? So what do they do with the money? Are we still going to blame the government for it? Where different people take the money and the government should come and do something about it. No wonder these people have full rights to do whatever they want to do. They are everywhere, even in the central area. You see them. When we came in at first, he complained about it, that he didn't want cows to be moving around, especially here in the central area, because this is Abuja. But unfortunately, he has not put a stop to it because they are moving everywhere. Even close to this office, you see them. You see their feces littered everywhere on the road, except for the people that normally clean the streets. That's why sometimes they clean it and you won't see it. So I feel like they're everywhere, and they really need to do something about it. Honestly.
Yeah, Mary, well, let's understand the show because my network, I don't understand what it is. So if I am off, you have to continue and maybe sometime pick up the newspapers. What I'll do is I'll monitor from here until it gets better. That's a shame because the government should actually do the needful. The locals have been like that. That's what they did. That's how they sold our brothers as slaves. Then we'll talk of these issues now. When we talk of the traditional rulers, eh, they have been culprit to all the crimes, all the atrocities from history. They are the ones that were the slave sellers. They sold their brothers and sisters as slaves. And that is some of the things they do now. Why would a traditional ruler or the chiefs in the community collect money from herdsmen and at the end deny the herdsmen? Now the herdsmen are going to encroach on the farmers' land and on destroy their livelihood. And today we are having anarchy in the land. Now it is now left for, you know what the shameful thing is, left for the two victims. The two victims are the people fighting. In the middle, they allow them to go out, frustrate them, because most of them are frustrated people. The headsmen suppose this job, I think very cow supposed to be a very good job. From Bible, we saw that it's a very good job. You understand? But
It is, but I
the
think
way
they're
the
following
people doing it today in Nigeria, huh?
I think the way they are following
Go
it,
on, maybe.
they are following it in the wrong way. It's not really
I think so.
favoring other people because you can't bring them to people's farm. They eat people's crop, and you tell me that because you pay the village heads. Was that part of the plan? If you pay the village heads, they collect money from you to let in your cow to their communities. So does it mean that it is not the people in the community that will suffer for a money that another person collects? No, now they know the right thing to do. So you don't act wicked towards other person and come out to justify that you pay. Things are not done that way. Because when I was watching that video and I said to myself, even if the village heads collect money, they know what is right. You don't use your cow to cause problem in a community, to destroy people's crop and come out and say because you pay the village heads. I believe even if you pay the village heads, maybe the agreement should be that the
But,
bushes,
but,
right, since it's
but,
grass, they should go eat the grass and not to go eat people's crop.
but,
It's not part of it. It shouldn't be part of the plan at first. So that's just it. Because here we are suffering from insecurity issue. They will now come and start facing the cow trying to destroy people's crop. We always talk about that. We always talk about insecurity being one thing that is hindering farmers. But what about the part that sometimes people farm, time to harvest their crop, you go and you won't see some of your crops in the farm. You see that it has been destroyed. We don't talk about this as well. And that's another scary part that needs to be looked into, that needs to be put in. It's not just about the insecurity issue. These people farm, and most times they won't be able to harvest whatever they farm because this cow goes into their farm, destroy their farm, their farmlands, eat whatever crops they planted, and they won't be able to harvest it because it has been destroyed. But we really don't talk about this. If you as a farmer, you know that you've labored, you've suffered this way, and coming out, you're not able to actually achieve whatever you've labored for. It discourages you as a person, you get. And if you don't have that power to fight this, what do? You might actually want to stay back the other year because you can't keep going to the farm to suffer, and you'll be able to achieve it. You'll be able to harvest whatever you farmed that year. You understand? So these are things we need to look into place. We need to put into place. That is why food will continue to be in the increase. Most of when I see the paper and they say the high cost of food has been crashed, then I ask myself, how has it been crashed? Is it that the marketers have refused to reduce the price? Because to me, it keeps increasing, still the same way, nothing has changed. So you understand how frustrating this can be. It's really, really
yeah,
frustrating.
I understand you maybe, but the truth is, we need both the farmers and the herdsmen. They are both contributing to the food. We need the meat at the end of the day. So they are contributing. The farmers are contributing. Why can't they coordinate them so that the both of them contribute productively to the nation? The hunger we're going to face now, if we have only yam and we don't have meat, we're still going to cry. So we need both parties here. Is it not the duty? Is it not the thing that the reasonable government will just try and address reasonably? You don't go into people's farm. This is your house. Go and make your. In fact, these people will be happy to. In fact, they will produce more cow if we do that. If we take that, the thing will be more healthy because they stay in a place where they are well fed. I never see cow moving from one place to the other in the UK. Doing what? You understand? They have a place. They give them their food.
You people
Why
even
are we
have
like
cow.
that?
You people have cow in the UK. How did you get there?
We do.
Wow.
We eat cow now. Come on, we rear cow, but like it is stayed in a place where it is reared. We rear pigs. We rear all kind of things, Mary, and it's the proper agric, but they stay in one place, and that is it's not the
There's nothing like the thing is there's nothing like having a structure that can actually
cow
work.
milk we drink every day. That is our milk.
Okay, that because I said there's nothing like having a structure that really works. What I'm trying to say in essence is the Nigerian system looks as if nobody can actually control it. It looks as if we don't have a structure of how we do things. Because you cannot tell me that if you tell these headers, if you tell these people wearing this cow, right? If you tell them that this is how they need to operate in the country, that they should follow the structure of how you want them to operate, I believe they'll begin to work according to the guidelines, right, of how they should operate, and not act like they own the country. But because nobody has owned up to it, come out and address this, they will continue to go into people's farm and destroy people's crop. And as annoying as it is, because these people don't have a voice, nobody listens to them, nobody comes to their aid. So these are also another topic to tackle. We need to talk about.
Let's go on a break. I want to change my network.
Okay, no problem. Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915. Srtv Logistics is here. Are you into a restaurant business? We are here to help you move your goods from one place to another. If you're moving your goods out of the country or within the country, you can come to us. Trust us to handle your deliveries with the utmost care and professionalism, ensuring your items reach their destination safely and on time. Don't settle for anything less. We're part of the global supply chain of helping goods to move from one point of origin to the point of consumption according to the needs of customers. You can contact us with the numbers on the screen or email us at logistic@superiorradioandtelevision.com. Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-7082-7331. Welcome back, viewers, from that big break. Still on this show, The Wake Up Nigeria. And on this show, we talk about the things that are bothering on the people, the things that are disturbing the people. Aside hardship, there are a lot of things that are bothering on the people. The voiceless that cannot actually come out and express themselves. We come out here to talk about these things, the importance of them, and see how we can render solutions to them. Now, talking about Nigeria and its problem. Are you really giving up on the country? This is another thing we need to put into place. Or are you still believing in the country? I'm a big fan of believing in Nigeria. I'll tell you that personally, I believe in Nigeria as a country. I believe it's still going to work. In as much as a lot of people come out today and tell you that Nigeria as a country might never get better because it's just like one bad leader to another. But I believe that with time, we're going to get it right. Giving up will never be an option because whether we like it or not, everybody will not succeed to leave Nigeria. Not everybody will leave the country. Some people will definitely remain here. It is our land. More reason why we need to try our best in a way we can to make it work, to make it possible, to see how Nigeria will definitely get better. When you go out on the streets, you try to talk to one or two people, They are complaining, giving you same complaint about how hungry they are, about how things need to be changed, starting from the hike in the price of fuel, which has really caused a lot of harm than good in the country. I really don't know whatever reason that made this fuel to be high. It has really affected the masses. It has made our money not to have values, and that is why some people will tell you that the reason why we have a high price in fuel, the reason why we have hardship in the country is because of the high price in fuel. If the price of fuel can be crushed, things will definitely reduce. I really don't know if maybe the government has been doing something as regards the high price, right, of food. Maybe saying that inflation has crashed, price of food has come down. To me, I feel like they should be able to control the price in the market, right? There should be a strategy on how this price control policy should be put in place, because with what I've seen, I really can't tell you that there's any change. It's still the same way. It's still that fear of you being afraid of saying, okay, if I go to the market, it looks as if it is not the price I get this thing this week. That is how I'll get it next week. And that's true. Because personally, I go to the market and I really understand what this means. I really understand how this looks, right? What I'm saying in essence is, if you go get something this week, going back next week, you won't get that same price. We cannot be in such a country, because if you consider to be like this in the country, then tell me 2-3 years from now, how is it going to be? So this is where we are saying the government should come into place, should do something. We are not saying that they should not do whatever they want to do for themselves, but people are dying, people are hungry. You people should look this thing and put it into place as one important factor that needs to be considered. Fixing of roads cannot and will never be a priority at this time, not when the country is in shambles. The only time you say that you want to look into fixing of roads, you want to see fixing of road as a priority, is when the people are comfortable, right? If the people are dying of hunger, then tell me, what's the importance of you saying you want to fix roads? People went out to protest. A lot of people were shot because they went out to protest. Some people were actually detained because they went out to protest. So where is the freedom of speech? If the people you are ruling that are dying already are coming out to say, okay, this is what we want, we are suffering. They came out to state that the hardship needs to be stopped. The practice, that is the corruption of our government. You see a lot of politicians that looted money and nothing has been done about it. Some people go scot-free for their evil deeds, while others face the penalty. So this is a corrupt practices by our government, saying that we should end the bad government. And you people are actually detaining them and actually shooting some. Then tell me, what can we call this kind of country? I know that when we look into our dailies, you see a lot of things on our dailies, but the hurtful part of it is it's the same story every day. If it is not killing, it's hardship, it's fuel price, how marketers does not want to even help out. Right now, I'm talking about oil. It looks as if it's just the oil sector that's been helping us in the country as regards getting financial assistance, right? As regards trying to help ourselves financially, it's just the oil sector. But we have other places that we can actually do well in that they are actually not looking into, which is really painful. Our leaders, they are not doing the needful. Going out to share money, going out to share food will not eradicate poverty. I don't know how long we need to say this for you people to understand. Going out to share food, going out to share wrapper, going out to share money will not eradicate poverty. But creating a sustainable this thing investment that can actually help the people gain jobs, that can actually help the people live better, this is a way that can eradicate poverty. But it's so wonderful to see that it looks as if you actually want to be giving Nigerians money. No, that is really not a better way. You can't be giving us money because we can't keep collecting money. I know that when it's time to share money, a lot of governors can actually come out and tell you that they are ready to share money. But when we talked about minimum wage, the governors kicked against it, right? That they don't have such amounts. They don't have such amounts, but they have money to actually do good things for themselves, right? Now I'm talking about their refreshment, talking about how they lavish money, they spend money. When they call the amount that these people spend, you will see how painful it is. So at the end of the day, you can't lead people that you don't have in mind. You can't lead people that you don't love. Because if you ask me, I will not say our leaders are bad. I will not say they are wicked. Just like that, the quiz you always say on the show. Do you think Tinubu is wicked? I will not come out and tell you that Tinubu is wicked. But the only truth is, I'll continue to say this. These people, you don't love us. If you love us, You put our issues as a priority. You put our complaint as a priority. You won't just stay back and allow us die in hunger. You won't just stay back and you arrest anybody that tries to express themselves. You're in a country and you're afraid because you're not free to speak. It's so painful. Sometimes I go out on the street, I want to interview one or two people, but once you place the camera on their front, they're running. Why can't people speak? Because they're scared. They feel like if you speak, they'll come back and arrest you. They'll come back and get you. Yes, they are feeling pained, right? They are pained. They are feeling bad, but they cannot express themselves. This is the problem. Yes, a lot of things need to be done better. A lot of things need to be done properly, appropriately for the betterment of the country. And now I want to go into the papers and see what the dailies has for us. Let me start with the Punch and see the story we have on the Punch this morning. The big story on the Punch is landowners sue federal government over 15 trillion naira Lagos Calabar highway. And the rider says Umahi vows to continue projects, insists governments are paying compensation. Federal government rules out new roads in 2025, plans to complete existing projects. And here we have a story at the top that says Dangote refinery begins petrol production test run. And that's on page 21. Here we have a story that says Tinubu cuts short France trip, swears in CJN today on page 7. NNPC's directors' expenses jumped by 214%. And this coming from reports. And we have a story that says Labour Party denies APC alliance 1.6 billion naira offer on page 7. APC campaign built on lies, says PDP. And that's on page 30. Here we have a story that says ministers writes finance ministry over Sanunasu withheld salaries. 6 NSAS protesters freed after 4 years detention on page 4 and 5. Bandits killed 13 Niger farmers. Alleged leaked information on page 11. Wow. Nigeria, my country. It's so painful. When you go into our dailies, you see the level of bad news is beyond the good news in the country. And we can't continue to work that
I will might have to close the show because maybe network is already bad. We'll join you guys. We'll join you tomorrow when we have a better network. For some reason, I am in a place where I cannot explain why. So I'll say let us close the show today.
They just took my line.
Abuja oh yes, I know. And there's no way we're going to do a show if London is not stable. So I'll say let's close today. We'll see the viewers tomorrow.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience.